Okay, so slope refers to the steepness of a line. So how steep a line is, and to look at the steepness, you're looking at the rise of the line divided by the run. Okay, the rise is the vertical distance, and the run is the horizontal distance. Okay, so if we're looking at this line, and I want to know how steep it is, well, we need to count how much this line rises by. So does it matter which 2 points I pick? Is the slope going to change depending on the points I choose? No, right? So let's add that to our definition first. Okay, like we saw yesterday, you can use any 2 points on the line. It doesn't matter if I count from any 2 points on the line. If it's a straight line, the slope's not going to change, right? The slope is going to be the same for every single point, right? I'm going to choose this point and this point. Right? It doesn't matter. It's a straight line. And I'm going to count the rise. So how much does this rise by? We're going vertical. I want you to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it rises by 4. And what does it run by? 1, 2. Well, if slope is equal to the rise over run, rise is 4. Run is 2. What's the slope of this line? Okay, let's try it by using another 2 points. So what if I choose this point and this point? Am I going to get a different slope when I reduce it into lowest terms? Let's count. Rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the run. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's 8 divided by 4? Is it the same slope any points that I choose? Okay, so another way we can do this is we can choose any 2 coordinates on the line and we can use the slope formula. So let's choose this point because it's easy to read. Where is this point located? 2, 6, right? We read coordinates x, y, and doesn't matter. Let's choose this point. Where is this located? -2, -2. Well, we know that we read coordinates x, y, right? So this is x, y, and this is x, y. If I want to know the distance, the difference between the y values, so from here to here, right, the vertical distance, well, I'm basically going from 6, right, to -2. That's how far these 2 points are. So 6 and -2. From here to here is how many? From 0 to 6 is, and from here to here is altogether. So we can actually subtract these values. We can subtract the y values. 6, take away -2. That's my rise, correct? We're finding the difference from those points. And then the run, well, we're going from -2. So from here, right, this is at -2. We're going from here to here. Where are we going from? -2 to what? To 2. So 2 minus -2. We want to know the difference in the y values. What's 6 take away -2? 2 take away -2. What's the slope? We get the exact same answer. So the formula is basically we're subtracting the y values. Well, I wouldn't write y take away y. I have to differentiate between the 2 coordinates. So I'm going to call this x1 and, actually, sorry, I'm going to call this x1 and this y1. This is the first coordinate, and I'm going to call this x2, and I'm going to call that y2. This is my second coordinate, and this is my first coordinate. It doesn't matter which one you call the first coordinate and which one you call the second coordinate, as long as I'm calling this x1 and y1, and this one is x2 and y2. You can't call this x1 and y2. That wouldn't make sense. You can't do that. Okay, this is the first coordinate and the second coordinate. So what's the formula? According to what I just wrote, what's the formula? Good. y2 minus y1. We subtracted our y coordinate, take away the other y coordinate, and divided it by the x coordinate, take away the other x coordinate. And that's it. That's the slope formula. Okay, so we're gonna find the slope of a line that would pass through these 2 points. We're doing this without graphing. We'll check after by graphing. So let's first start by writing down what's the slope formula? y2 minus y1, that's our rise of the line, over x2 minus x1.
So it's x.
Okay, so let's label our coordinates first.
Okay.
We know that a coordinate is x and y,
X,
x and y. Which one do you want to call 1? Which one do you want to call 2? So if we call this coordinate 1, they both have to be coordinate 1, right? And this is coordinate 2. Now all we have to do is plug in our values. y2, what did I label as y2? 2. Minus, what did I label as y1? Okay, so 2 take away 5. We're finding the difference in our y values over, what did I label as x2? 0. What did I label as x1? 3. Can you simplify this now? What's 2 take away 5? What's 0 take away 3? What is negative 3 divided by negative 3? Slope of this line is 1. I'm going to label this as x2, y2, and this one as x1, y1. So according to how I've labeled it, y2 minus y1, so 0 take away 18, over x2 minus x1, 4 take away 6. What's 0 take away 18? What's 4 take away 6? A negative divided by negative? Positive 9. Raise your hand if you got positive 9 as a slope.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.